Like a tribe does. Before this, did you really know what I was? Comprehend to the track force, why? Cause give me inches on the tip of the vibe buzz. Rock and roll to the beat of the funk fuzz. Wipe your feet really good on the rhythm rug. If you feel the urge to freak, do the jitterbug. Come and spread your arms if you really need a hug. Afrocentric living is a big shrug. I like filled with, that's what I love. I love a plateau, is what we're above. If it diss us, we won't even think of. We'll nip up a dog and give a big shove. This rhythm really fits like a slug glove. Like a box of positives, it's a plus love. As the trial flies high like a dove. Hey!
Buenas tardes, everybody. Welcome to the Hangouts. And we got our usual suspects. Got
spit it out.
Danny Green, aka Comic Chat. How you doing, sir?
Doing well.
Awesome. We also got Jason Lee Tucker of the Jason Lee Tucker Statement with us today. How are you, sir, Chicken Man?
What's going on?
Yep. All right. Yeah, I see you got a cock on your head.
Yeah.
What's up, Austinator?
What up?
Awesome. And we got G Major, the G-Man DJ Chicka himself.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up, Joe? I'm all good.
Awesome. Guys, it feels like forever I haven't streamed out or anything, man. And right off the bat in the chat, we got Keely Chow. What's up, Keely? What is going on? What's going on? It feels like I was saying, it feels like it's been a while, right? Last week I didn't stream the week before that, just our show, and took a break. But this Friday we should be back 9:00 with Hold Up Wait. A lot of shit happening in Canada with the gun laws and all that. So I'm gonna get political on Friday about that. But yeah, guys, man, how's it going? A lot of Star Wars shit going on. What's the deal? What's the deal?
It's heartbreaking. That's all I can say.
Heartbreaking. What's heartbreaking?
The fans' reactions. It's really heartbreaking and disappointing. I got to get myself up to talk on these shows because it's suppressing.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? The hate and the racial stuff to attack an actor for what she's portraying, I think that's absolutely uncalled for.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You know, the personal actor has nothing to do with the role that was written, and the fault of the writers and the fault of the director for how she's being portrayed on. She can be annoying. Like I found her annoying on the first episode and a little bit on the second episode. Not so much on the third. But I get it. I understand. But there's no reason to be disrespectful or racial or create thumbnails that could be hurtful.
Yeah.
In any way, and I'm gonna just say this once, I don't like, people even saying, and not my sense, white privilege and all that shit. It gets under my skin when I hear that. Just as much as there's white privilege, there's also color privilege in today's world, because, with social media out there, a white person can easily get freaking slandered for just having a difference of opinion or using the wrong terminology. Look at Gina Carano, right? Did she say anything really truly wrong? No. But here they are, defending one person but not defending another person. So it's kind of like walking on eggshells with those subjects, and I can see how it can get both sides upset, and saying that it just sucks, because as much as you might hate a product that is being thrown out there, Do I love what we're getting? I'm not blown away with it. I love aspects of it. Like I told Danny when we were chatting today, the hate I have is the hate of Disney not giving a shit about continuity. That's what I hate. The fact that they can't keep things attaching, or I don't know what they're gonna do with this series in order to connect it, but Anzo has said it as well. How the fuck can she not remember and New Hope, all the stuff that's going on right now? How she cannot remember that, right? Because those are like major freaking life shocking moments that you remember.
Yeah.
So unless there's something serious that happens in the next 3 episodes where she gets mental block and she doesn't remember anything, I don't know. But yeah. Go ahead,
but
man.
I went back and watched New Hope, and she calls him being Kenobi in the first part, and the last. And when she goes off, she calls him Obi-Wan. So she knows that they're one and the same. She just didn't say, "Remember when you helped me as a little child?" I mean,
yeah,
that's not necessity that she has to say that. And then and also, she was trying to keep stuff kind of brief because if R2D2 would have been intercepted and she would have said all the stuff and this, then it could have possibly put him in jeopardy. So I think she was just trying to say basic stuff that maybe he and she would remember without going into a lot of great detail.
Right. But then again, you have that scene with Vader and Obi-Wan fighting, right? In New Hope.
What?
That last time they fought, he was the master and he was the apprentice. Right now they fought. They're not master and apprentice right now.
Only thing I'd say is
I'm just saying there's a little. Yeah, go ahead.
If this is a one series, if the one season series, they're gonna have to make Obi-Wan a little bit. He's like Boba Fett a little bit. He is really weak and scared in this series. He's got to be toughened up by the end of this series. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Okay. No.
That's the only thing.
I disagree with you on that one.
With that too. A whole bunch of good. Let me go ahead.
Austin, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I agree with what Guy Scar and Danny are saying, because I feel like there's a better reason than what Boba Fett was, because he has to conceal himself in the sense of he doesn't want to be found, and he hasn't used the Force in so long that he's kind of like he's not where he was rusty. Yeah. So he's not, and he's also not as nimble as he once was because he's also 10 years older. So there's a lot of handicaps that are kind of placed upon him.
You got to remember too now, he was like one of the greatest Jedi in the Jedi Order at the time of the peak of their power. In one snap, in one order, all that disappeared. 95% of his Jedi brethren disappeared and killed. His best friend, who he raised from a little boy to a grown man, they became like brothers. He had to fight and thought he killed because he betrayed him and wanted to go to the dark side. All that, and he's trying to hide and protect his children, or one of his kids, and he lost all of that. So you got to think now, that's a lot to lose. That's the equivalent of me waking up one day, the president gives some kind of Order 69. That's what I'm going to call it, Order 69, and 95% of blacks are killed, and I'm one of the many few that's left. That would be a mindfuck. The same way they do an Order 76 and all the white people are killed except a handful. What the fuck? I'm just saying. I'm just giving an order.
I know.
That is what he's dealing. That is what he's dealing with. Everybody that he knew and was connected to, his friends, family, so to speak, are gone in one. Not over the years. In one day, all that's erased.
That's what he's trying to tell that one guy. Say, forget it, stay safe, and he didn't. They hung him.
Yeah. Anyways, I know a lot of people complain about that scene and him throwing down the tarps and all that, but whatever. You know what? Then the chase scene and all that, and little girl, and in two strides, those big
That bought for me.
Yeah. But Paul says, I don't think this is canon breaking. She says, you fought with me, with my father in the Clone Wars. She was giving a short message to him. Yeah, I know. I know, like I said, people are nitpicking, right, on verbiage and stuff like that. That it's very vague, like Danny said, it's very vague what says and New Hope, and they're playing around with it. But I still think that for a big bunch of the fan base, they're not sold on the fact of the continuity. And myself, right now, I'm not. Now, are they gonna fix it? I think they might. They have all the opportunity to do it, right? Because then for the Grand Inquisitor is another thing that's messing up the rebels, right? As well. Grand Inquisitor was Kanan, right? That killed him, I believe, right? And rebels.
I don't think the Grand Inquisitor's dead.
Me neither. That would be too much of a
yeah,
freaking
he's
Darth
not.
Maul.
I think he's back in back to he might be shit on in Vader's castle at Mustafar. Because he's being devious.
Right.
Who cares about the Grand Inquisitor? You better find Obi-Wan Kenobi, and if you don't, I'm going to kill you or whatever.
Right.
So that's part of the Sith to be deceptive and stuff.
Right. And Paul says, Vader actually says, I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. We meet again at last. The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner, but now I'm the master. That is exactly what he says. Okay. Vader didn't leave Obi-Wan and return. Return of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. Obi-Wan left him. True. Because Obi-Wan thought he was going to die. Darth Vader, you should not have
but
back.
this does make sense because Obi-Wan knew of Vader in New Hope. So he had to meet him some kind of way.
That's right.
So
you're absolutely right.
So he had and also
Mark
with a C made a good point. Now I don't have no argument for this. Bail Organa was a senator in the Empire for the 10 years. Why in the hell did he call Obi-Wan and say, hey, Anakin is still alive. He's Darth Vader now. I have no answer for that.
That's my major gripe. The fact that putting Leia into this when it's about Luke. His mission was to protect Luke. That was his last orders from Yoda. You will look over Luke. That was his mission.
Only thing I want to say, didn't Layla in this story, didn't she look like she was force sensitive? That's what I'm saying. When I thought Vader was going to see her that one little instant. I was wondering, did Vader feel her presence? Because you know how the force sensitive.
I think
that's what I was.
Obi-Wan's presence, because if you remember, they were about to go down that tunnel, and Obi-Wan felt, oh shit, what the hell? And he turned around, and that's when you see Vader doing Vader shit, and I was like, hell yeah.
Shifty says, last night's episode looked like a fan film. It's so disappointing. The production value on Andor is amazing, but they can't toss a few bucks for freaking Kenobi. The sabers look store-bought.
Not to me.
It's because the store-bought sabers are getting better. That's why. In my opinion. But he has a point though. That scene with the freaking gate where they stop with the red lasers and they have to blow it up in order to walk, or like you could just easily walk around the cabin around the freaking barrier, and they still could run, and they blasted it.
It was cool how when that stormtrooper fell, it cut him in half.
Yeah. Oh, it's dark. It's dark when it comes to like seeing death.
When I saw Vader snap old boy neck, I was like,
yeah, he was.
Oh yeah. Whoa, that's Disney going in because they did the same shit with Doctor Strange too. So I'm like, okay.
He snapped a couple necks in there. It was pretty. You could see that whole neck just turn like.
Yeah, he dragged the one woman like a damn kid dragging a stick behind him.
Oh yeah.
Like damn.
And it's good to see, right? Because it ties into the Vader that we saw on Rogue One.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just all mad Vader, yeah.
This was like part 2 of Rogue One.
Yeah. What I'm pointing out is that there is room in canon for them to meet before New Hope. Oh, 100%. And they have so much source material for that. All the books, man. Like the Kenobi book is really great. Has nothing to do with what we're seeing now. It was a great book. I think I have like maybe 45 more minutes to listen to it because it's an audiobook. But yeah, it's great. And not once does he commune with Qui-Gon, and not once does he leave Tatooine. So,
well, in Rebels, he communes with Qui-Gon, if I'm not mistaken. I know Yoda does. I'm not sure. I'm not certain that Obi-Wan does. But Obi-Wan seemed very proficient when he fought Mace. I mean, when he fought Darth Maul, and that hadn't happened yet. In this series, that hadn't happened yet. So I guess he's going to get his mojo back in these last few episodes.
How many episodes are there? 5 or 6?
6.
Six.
We got 3 more.
I think the last episode you're gonna see at the very end, Luke, he'll finally get back to Tatooine and say, "Oh, there's Luke again," and that's the way it's gonna end.
Paul's
Unless they
calling
get
me
us.
out. Paul's calling me out. True. He didn't say that, but the meaning is, if your master says that he says, "I'm going to watch over him," knowing that Jedi word is you're going to watch over him, not leave the fucking planet and leave him unprotected, knowing that Inquisitors were there too. So, you know what?
I want to think Bail Organa probably got some people watching. That only makes sense.
Why the fuck weren't they watching his daughter then?
He's
been there for 10 years. He has been there for 10 years.
That's a plot device, bro.
I know. But you know what? That's my major gripe, that the fact we're getting all this Leia and not really seeing Luke. But then again, I'm glad in a sense because, we got a little bit of a different planet, back to desert. They went out to a different planet, but same desert.
I really think Luke would be born just playing around in the water farm, where the hell they call it, vapor farm or some shit.
I guess.
This little girl, man, I would give everybody that she was a little annoying in the first episode, kind of get under my skin. Mm-hmm. But man, she won me over in this last episode.
Oh yeah, she's pretty good.
Talking, guys.
Well, I don't know who that actor is, but she's pretty good.
And if you remember, Star Wars does this. Nobody didn't like Omega at first, but then at the end of the series on Bad Batch, she kind of grew on people. A lot of people couldn't stand Ahsoka, but towards the middle of Clone Wars and Rebels, she was one of the fan favorites. So that's what they do with in particular, female characters. They'll write them off and they'll be annoying, and you'd be like, "Oh, where the hell did they come from?" Shit.
Now I think there was an article about they tried to get the girl to look more like Carrie Fisher when she was a kid, and they compared the pictures. I'm like, saying like, "Whoa, all right, that'll work."
And didn't they green light a Bad Batch too? So I'm kind of figuring out where's all that fitting in this canon.
I have heard something like that, but I'm like, wow, really?
Yeah, I think they're doing a Bad Batch season 2. I think it's coming out in the fall, I think.
Well, what's cool that we saw, what's the actor that plays Boba Fett? He was in the second episode as the fallen
501st.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
But I really like this last episode. I know a lot of people, and I've heard all kind of negative stuff about it, but that's with him getting out the back of the tank and putting on this. I didn't think Luke cut off both his arms. I thought he just cut off one arm.
Yeah, I thought it was one arm.
Yeah, like they had both arms. I know he cut off both legs. I thought he was badly burned, one arm and one leg. Because one of his arms was already robotic. One of his hands, because Dooku cut that off.
That is true.
His right, if I'm not mistaken, it was his right arm. His right arm was flesh, and his right hand was robotic.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. Got a call from work.
Like this time, it was cutting off both, or I don't know whether maybe he did it to ease up. I don't know. It's crazy. I was seeing something today saying that I didn't think think Obi-Wan cut off both his arms. I think he just cut off one arm, like the left arm and both legs.
Maybe something happened. Maybe it was in another battle. We don't know. He could have fought with somebody else, right?
Maybe.
Could have fought. It was what? It's 10 years since. So yeah. I'm sure he's had battles.
Yeah, I don't see nobody else cutting off his arm though.
Well, we know that Quinlan's initials were on that in that shelter, right?
Yeah. Didn't they have
Quinlan was powerful. If they're keeping canon to the book, Quinlan went from dark side to light side, and
because he had the Jedi symbol on there, and that will set her off.
Yeah. Paul says Leia is just as important, though. Yeah, absolutely is important. That boy is our last hope. No, there is another. Now, about that, was Leia the one that we're talking to? or with somebody else. We never know who that was. It couldn't necessarily mean it could have been them. It could have been another. I know we insinuated because of the storyline that it was Leia, but
we gotta kind of get out. Well, I think that we can. I don't say gotta. Let me choose my words carefully on this statement. We may have to cut them a little slack because this story was written 40-something years ago.
Yeah, right.
And then some of these people that are writing it weren't even born then. So they're trying to navigate and keep some continuity, and then trying to throw in their own little personal flair. I don't think they're going to retcon New Hope. That would be a tragedy if they do. But right now, and I hope the Inquisitor isn't dead, but if the Inquisitor is dead, they have essentially retcon Rebels, which to me was a masterpiece.
Oh, Rebels was great. Shifty says Bad Batch is this fall. The trailer is great. Yeah, you know what? I'm curious to see what happens in that. All the trailers were great. Fans lost their minds watching the Ahsoka teaser when they show the back of Hera. Yeah, and we're gonna get also what's her name? Sabine. Right? So is Sabine gonna be in Mandalorian, or is it it's gonna be in Mandalorian, Sabine? Huh?
I hope we see Sabine in
Mandalorian.
And not Ezra should be in the Ahsoka.
That's gonna be interesting. It could have been Windu. Look at that, Danny. Could have been Windu. I cut off Vader's arm.
No, I ain't read nothing like that in canon.
Hey, good to see Samuel Jackson with the purple lightsaber there.
That would be awesome. Scenes, but I don't think I'm gonna see it. I'm not even getting my hopes up for it.
I mean, though, it could work as like an eye for an eye type of thing, where Mace is like, "You cut off my arm and you turned your back on me, so guess what? I'm gonna do the same thing to you."
He'd be like, "Motherfucker."
I'm sick of this motherfucking Sith and this motherfucking Mustafar.
Say the Force one more time. Say it one more time.
I did like Vader's castle on Mustafar on that throne.
Oh,
yeah, that looked great.
That looked really good.
That whole scene was fire, man.
Yeah.
All the parts coming together gave me a little bit of Iron Man vibes, but hey, it was good though. It was nice. Well, she is the other Skywalker, so it's implied by. I get what. Yeah, exactly. I know exactly. I mean, back in the day when I watched, I'm like, oh shit, it's you. But they know we got.
I thought we
got a Skywalker that wasn't a Skywalker. That was the last hope, right? Right. That's what we got.
Right.
Are you saying, Eddie?
I was thinking the Bacta tank was just this super healing, like he never gets healed. I know it takes a while because it took Boba Fett a while to get healed in it, but like Vader, like he never gets healed. Like he lives in that shit.
He has an addiction for it. It's like crack cocaine. It's a hell of a drug. Paul says, "Nah, this is based after Rebels." Comic chat, is it? I don't know when this is. I have no idea. Is that facts? Is it based after Rebels? What we're getting now?
I don't know. That's actually.
I don't think so. I forgot what they said. They said it was between episode.
It says Rebels is based 5 years after Revenge of the Sith.
Oh man!
Really? Oh.
I mean, it's possible that could
that's
be
the case
during Rebels.
If that's the case,
Rebel retcon this then, because Grand Inquisitor was killed in Rebels.
Interesting. What's up, LDG? Good to see you, bud. Thank you for everybody that was in the chat, by the way. Especially my Aussie friend Paul that I don't see often. Awesome. Shifty. Sabine is in Ahsoka. Them going off to find Thrawn and Ezra is the premise of the show. Ooh. Interesante, I say. We got Palpatine winning at the end. Haha. Yes, we do. So, man, great show. Definitely gets us intrigued. I think that goes by far, no matter what our little gripes are, right? We're still watching this, right?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah. I was impressed by what I saw so far. So okay, we'll see how it
Okay.
goes.
So that goes. What did you think of the ending? Was kind of like, oh shit, come with me, little girl. I was like, ah, damn. She looked at the dead body there. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
The guy that kidnapped her, I didn't realize until somebody said it was Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes, you didn't know it was him.
I didn't know. I hadn't seen Flea in so long, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, that is him. Damn.
As soon as I was watching it with my wife and kids, and as soon as he came into scene, I was like, give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Yeah.
I was all
Look at
that.
this right here that says, meanwhile, Star Wars Rebels begins its story only 5 years prior to A New Hope. That means that the events of Star Wars Rebels takes place in the year 5 BBY, that's before the Battle of Yavin, and that is 4 years after Obi-Wan Kenobi, which is set in 9 BB. So, no, Rebels hadn't happened yet.
LaFou says, I thought of a theory today. What if the burns Obi-Wan suffered is why he's slow this week, the lightsaber in episode 4, and then Rebels? Ooh.
He wasn't slow in Rebels. He killed Darth Maul in like 4 moves. In Rebels.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. Maybe. That was a hell of a burn, though. That was a freaking wicked.
That was a wicked scene, boy.
Yeah. I was like, shit. Hey, what's up, Basil? Thank you for joining us, brother. Slow to swing the lightsaber. Yeah, slow to swing the light. It happens with age.
Do you think that this?
It happens, man. Gotta get that little blue pill sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Huh? A little bit of drink.
Not quite yet, but I know it's coming.
Dude, don't think like that, man. Don't think like that.
Do you think this?
Yeah, go ahead.
You think this episode is better than the Ahsoka episode in Mandalorian and the Luke Skywalker moment?
No. That you mean the Ahsoka reveal episode?
No, the episode where she's like wrecking shot in the first part of it. And then she fights the woman at the end.
I would say they're at par.
Because this is kind of like an old shit moment. When I saw him, I was like, oh shit. Now, all the shit he did was a whole lot more violent than what we saw. Luke Skywalker was violent, but it was robots. These were actually human beings. So that kind of took it up another level.
Yeah. No, this I think is at par with it's at par. In a sense, the reason why I say that, I don't like Swifty say absolutely not. The Ahsoka scene we were all anticipating when we saw it, we freaked out, right? But I think that the nostalgia, the fact that all these characters seeing Vader and the back of the tank, you know, the whole Anakin and the eye shot at the end, that shit gave me goosebumps, man. I don't know about you guys. That gave me goosebumps.
Oh yeah, he looked like he's actually afraid, boy. I'm like,
oh yeah,
like he about to piss his pants. Like he could have whole lightsaber right. I was like, damn, you forget all that
because he's traumatized. Yeah. He has a lot of.
He has PTSD for real. He has PTSD for real.
Because even in the book, right, he suffers from that, right? He blames himself for a lot of injustice that occurred after that. Think of it. He was the one entrusted of training him. He failed in training him. You had Owen that even said, you know, when he tells him, oh, with the boy's time, and we would have to train him like you trained his father.
Yeah.
Damn. And I was like, shit, right? Right? Oh, I thank you for saving me. I didn't do it for you. No, he did it to save Luke. You know, so it's like there's a lot of reality being slapped in his face that he fucked up, and a lot of Jedi's died because he fucked up, and they continue to die because he fucked up. So that's a lot of the weight, and how many other galaxies, you know, planets. That's all on technically on him because he was entrusted to be the one to train the one who.
Well, he trained him, but that sucker just said, "Fuck it."
Yeah. Yeah,
just exactly what Paul just wrote. Exactly what it is. I am what you made me.
I don't agree with that line. Yeah. Obi-Wan didn't make him do that. That was his own fears and now maybe I kind of blame someone on Yoda because he's supposed to be the most enlightened one. Yeah. So why didn't he see that sooner?
Yeah, I am what you made me.
'Cause I think
Is that what he made
Yoda dabbled a little bit in the dark side because he was the only one that could handle Palpatine.
Right.
No, other than him and Mace, nobody else could handle Palpatine in the Jedi Order.
Yep.
You think they're gonna pull Yoda in here?
No.
You don't think so? Okay.
Nah, that would I think that would be a mistake.
No, don't do it.
That would be too much characters that they're taking from the original trilogy to bring in order for do fan service and stuff like that. I don't think he's needed.
How about the Emperor? How about the Emperor?
We might see him like in a hologram
Vader,
or something.
Right? Yeah.
We might see Vader. What is the bidding, my master? Oh, I hate that shit.
But you know what I like seeing about all these Inquisitors and stuff? You see the it goes back to the rule of two.
Yep, I was just gonna say that.
Right, it goes back to the rule of two. All the
end fighting.
Right.
Yep. In
the reason Darth Bane.
Exactly.
You know, freaking slap that shit down. Nope.
Because everybody cutthroat.
Yeah.
I want what's due me. I want what's owed me. I'm gonna get what's mine. That
was a cool scene. I liked. You know what? I didn't mind that scene honestly. That whole bickering between them because I read those books and I was like, I can see what's going on there, right?
Yep. Darth Bane, he knew what he was doing because it's too much power. Everybody too power hungry. So he had that guy did that Jedi mind blast shit and kill all of them except him and one more, and then he became the master. And I think it was a female too, if I'm mistaken.
Yes, it was a Padawan. It was a Padawan. It was his love of his life, right? It was his girlfriend, right? Yeah, and it was the same thing with Darth Malgus, right? And also as well in the Old Republic, right? His girlfriend was his weakness, and that's how they were trying to exploit him. And he killed his freaking girlfriend because he knew that having that attachment was a way that made him weak. So that's crazy. There's great material, man, out there. That's why I'm saying the next movies have to start off completely disconnected from the Skywalker side, in my opinion, for it to bring more people to watch it, where there's no connectivity, there's nothing for them to reference and saying, okay, they're retconning this, they're retconning that. You know, they're going to probably talk about they're retconning some games and video games and maybe some
who cares
EU books, but that for me
was there any mention of any new movies in that Star Wars celebration I had a few days ago? I know we got a new couple. I know there's a new show, Skeleton Crew or something, but
I've heard a rumor. I've heard a rumor that the next person that's going to be the director of the Star Wars is going to be Taika Waititi. That's the only thing I've heard.
Like no mention on the movie or date or nothing. I thought they at least mentioned something. It's like I saw some of that Skeleton Crew. I don't even know what that one's going to be about. I've seen who's going to be in that one.
Apparently, it's about kids that are running away during the whole scenario thing that's happening. Now they're force sensitive kids. I don't know. Maybe it's that, right? I have no idea. But if it's Taika Waititi doing this, I don't know, man. I really don't know.
I don't think Star Wars is his brand of directing. To tell you the truth, I would love to see doggone Zack Snyder his vision of that, because we see those slow motion off the chain damn fight, and the fight scenes would be hell, because fight scenes in 300 to me were some of the best fight scenes ever. But I don't know who they would pick. I don't have no idea.
Star Wars, the Snyder Cut, the 6-hour Star Wars movie.
I would watch every hour of
it. Break it down in chapters so you can take a piss break.
Two breaks. One at the 2 and 3 hour mark, then between the 4 and 5 hour mark.
Paul says the next movie should be about the rule of two and the Old Republic. 100%. They should go back to the Old Republic and just do it. Just don't give me High Republic shit, because I heard that is just terrible.
Well, we're getting an animated show on the High Republic. I did see that mentioned. It's one of the new shows they've come out with.
No, Paul says no movie announcements. No, there wasn't any. Hello, Mystic Shadows. What's going on? So, man, how many of you saw Top Gun?
I did.
I
Dan,
haven't
what'd you
seen it
think?
yet. Gonna see
I haven't
it
seen it.
next weekend.
I was underwhelmed.
Really? You were underwhelmed?
Really? I
Why?
heard.
Why were you underwhelmed? I'm just shocked because everybody said they loved it that I
Now
spoke
I
to.
like the dogfight scenes and
Hmm.
that crazy scene he did to prove whatever. I don't want to ruin it for us.
Yeah, don't spoil it because we haven't seen it.
Was awesome, but to me it relied heavily on nostalgia. I don't think nobody really helped him carry the story. They had good actors in there. They had John Hamm, they had Ed Harris. I can't think of the female she played on Snowpiercer. Um,
Okay.
and then
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, I don't know her name.
um,
That
He
now
did domestic.
I will say the scene between him and Val Kilmer is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it'll tug at your heartstrings, bro.
nice man. Well, he had throat cancer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, throat cancer.
I think of that in real life.
Yeah, in real life, he had throat cancer.
Yeah.
Val
You
Kilmer
gotta-
did?
Yes. Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
speaks with like when he speaks, he has
with a trait.
Wow.
So these are
I
the
didn't know
numbers
that.
so far, man. Domestic 176 million, 321 million worldwide.
It's pretty
That
good.
beats Multiverse of Madness.
I don't think none of that's in China either.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
I think because they were. I heard. Now I don't know that
Mhm.
in the original he has a patch with Korea or something on it
Mhm.
on his jacket. And they were all butthurt about that.
Fuck China and their butthurt sensitivity.
Mhm.
Honestly, they can go fuck themselves. They're a bunch of racists and they can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, we need to get independent of them.
Oh, 100%. And the only way they can do that is with corporate America and corporate Canada stop sending shit to be manufactured over there.
Yep, I agree 1000%.
Yeah, because every fucking thing we buy, look behind it, made in freaking China.
China.
Mhm.
So, man, I remember Timberlands, man, back in the day, made in America. Now they're all made in goddamn China, and that's why I don't buy them. Oops. I don't buy them, but every freaking electronic thing that we buy, made in China. Son of a bitch. Oh, my
Where's
God. So, yeah. Go ahead.
Where's Doctor Strange sitting at right now? Did it get 900 yet?
No, it's not. I think it's like a 850. I think.
Woo!
The 879 went up a little bit.
Yeah.
It was
Almost
850.
900. It's still
Yeah.
successful. I mean, everybody's saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, you make $1 billion."
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you gotta make $1 billion? I mean, it's
I
successful.
think $1 billion is the benchmark for Marvel movies.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
it's
it
gonna
didn't
make it.
Didn't get the China release or the Russia release, or there's 3 countries that didn't go in.
That doesn't really matter.
Scroll
It
down.
doesn't really.
Scroll down.
But you would have got 100 million probably from China, probably 30 to 40 from Russia, and I think
Yeah.
it's still
It
making
hear
it.
what you're
got
saying.
released in United Kingdom, France, Germany,
That's true.
Italy, Spain, Netherlands,
United Arab
Emirates,
Emirates.
Poland, Sweden, Belgium, Switzerland,
Yeah.
Austria, Turkey, Norway, Denmark, Czech Republic, Finland, South Africa, Romania, Hungary, Slovakia, Croatia, Lithuania, Iceland, Serbia, Slovenia, and Bulgaria.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
South Korea, Australia, Indonesia, India, Japan, Philippines, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Thailand, Vietnam, Taiwan, Singapore, New Zealand.
didn't really do good in Japan either. Look at it, only did like 10
It
million in
did,
Japan.
it did good. Hold on. It made 20 million in one of those states. Countries, rather. Go back up. Go back down. Yep, right there. Mexico, it did 20 million.
Yeah.
That seems to be the best.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
Mexico.
they made its budget.
Órale,
Is 200,
vato, Simone.
its
Yep.
budget is 200 million or somewhere around that.
Mexico.
And the promotions, and it way went over its budget. So it did
Mhm.
great.
Yeah, some of them countries, though. God, they
Yeah.
only had 6 figures. Woo, that's tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
You
hey,
think
man.
Thor
Go ahead.
4 is going to beat it?
Thor
What?
4 is going to be what, Multiverse of
That-
Madness?
that-
I don't think so.
or closer. You think it'll get?
It might.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
might.
think so.
People like
I'm
Chris Hemsworth, man. Who's
I'm
gonna
leaving
like
that
Chris Hemsworth?
for The Rock. I think Black Adam is going to be DCU's second $1 billion movie.
Yeah,
Ooh.
It's The Rock.
Maybe.
It's The Rock. I see that.
I'm telling y'all, if Black Adam says in any part of that movie something like, if you smell what Black Adam's cooking and
Then he's not
shot
gonna do
somebody,
Danny, I
Give a rock
think
bottom.
you're the only person that would be all like giddy about that.
I will. If Dr. Fate said, he said, and who you supposed to be? Well, I'm Dr. It doesn't matter. And ooh, boy, I'll turn that theater out.
Now look at the interesting
No.
point.
That's
Is,
what I do. That would be funny
Look at
as hell.
look at the interesting point is Black Adam's coming out. We're gonna have Dr. Fate, who is the first before Doctor Strange in the comic books. And then later on, we're going to have Black Panther Wakanda Forever. We'll have Namor that was first before Aquaman.
Oh,
Yeah, but it's changing.
Don't you even get me with the Namor bullshit, Namor bullshit right now?
The
because
Aztec Namor.
Uh-oh.
Have y'all
It's
seen
about-
that?
Yeah, he did look a lot. I see some drawings.
He's
I'm like,
Aztec
don't do it.
He's
Oh.
the Aztec Namor. He's not Atlantean anymore.
talk about fucking that up, right? Like, why? Why do you have to completely change the freak? No, I'm not, man. And there's a lot of freaking Latino people that are not crazy about it either.
Hey, if I see
Because
Namor
it's
and he look like me, I'd be like, damn,
No,
okay,
no,
yeah.
no,
Because
basi-
it's Disney doing what they're doing for
I'm just
everything. They're
fucking
trying.
with y'all, man.
I know that they're just trying
So
to.
basically, Atlantis is in the Gulf of Mexico then.
You know what?
I have no idea.
Or Mexico. They got it like it's in
But I
Mexico.
will say something that's going to defend Araya, whatever her name is. Okay, I've heard my whole 2 years being on YouTube is that we don't do nothing original. You don't make original characters. Why you got to take a well-known character and do a bait and switch? Why you got to do a
Talking about Reva.
I'm talking about Reva. Yeah, Star Wars.
Obi-Wan. Okay.
Yes. Why you
Yeah,
gotta
right.
do race bending? Why you gotta do all of okay? They give us a brand new character we never seen before, give you what you want, and what do? They make it a race thing. I looked up this lady's IMBD. She's only been acting for like 4 years, 2018. So she's not well versed as an actress. So maybe,
Right.
just maybe, feeling the pressure of being on Star Wars, such a big stage, big IP, such a big, well, it's
Right.
gonna be iconic. Well, maybe not. Maybe gonna be more infamous than iconic.
Mhm.
Well, it's gonna be an infamous bad guy or bad woman, or however you want to pronounce it. No, I just don't understand it.
Well, me either, because I have no problem with the fact of her creating that character, right?
I don't either.
Creating them. Zero, no issues with. I just found her very freaking annoying in the first episode by the way she was portraying that character, like personally, right? You know, I just felt it was
she had
it
a
was
lot of anger and shit. And
it was
we don't-
too much. Like
we don't know why.
I kind of said this, and people might get it the wrong way, but it felt like she was straight out of Compton. When she was freaking saying those things, and that's how she came out. It's true that, and the
Well,
first
I'm-
episode, that's the way it came
I'm
out.
gonna say it
Man.
for you. She sounded a little ghetto. That's what you're trying to say.
I didn't want to use those words, but yeah,
I know I can use those words.
right. But it was, and
I can
like I
see that.
said, they toned it down. She was toned down for these following episodes. Right now, episode 3, I had no issues with her whatsoever, none. I found it was fine. She was authoritative. And so I just found it came off too much in the beginning. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And it's not a racial thing. It's just the way she was portraying the character. If she was Asian, she was white, and she was acting that same way, I would have had the same issue, the same issue. But no, man, you're right, Danny. They created her. I have no problem that they created that character for that movie. Well, for the TV show. But
I watched another.
but completely take Neymar, who already is an established character, and completely say, "Oh, he's Mexican now with Aztec blood," and saying, "Oh, now they're some
Is he
kind
gonna
of
be-
Mayan." Mayan
American
Panzer
Chavez?
thing as well. No, well, American Chavez is American Chavez. I have no issues.
No,
with
they
it.
made
Yeah,
that.
the fact that she was
They
supposed to be
that
Puerto
they
Rican.
made that. Yeah,
You know,
they made that character, so that's a whole different story.
yeah, that's fine. But she was supposed to be Puerto Rican, and then she's talking in Spanish like a Mexican. Like, what is she? You know, for people that like non-Hispanic, they won't know that difference. But when she's using that slang that's not Puerto Rican slang, I was like, what? She's Mexican? But the actress is Mexican, so and you could tell when she spoke Spanish, she had an English she had an accent. She had an accent when she spoke, so she wasn't. Then again, she's from a different multiverses. She travels borders. That's fine. That's okay.
Well, this thing with Namor, is he still going to be underwater, but just in Mexico, or I mean, what is that?
I have no idea because remember they in Endgame, they were saying that they had issues with tremors. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. So is he traveling to Wakanda around Africa when that's happening? Because he can swim really fast. Who knows? Who knows where this? It's not going to be called Atlantis.
I heard they're going to say that there's a vibranium and down there where that meteor hit, like in the Gulf of Mexico, it killed the dinosaurs. So they're going to say that's the second vibranium thing or something.
Now, there in the comic book, there was a war between Atlantis and Wakanda, and Namor flooded Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some things they said like he's been manipulated by Dr. Doom. So
that's the whole thing with Storm, right?
Yes, they're supposed to.
Right?
Yeah,
they
said we're supposed to see Storm in this too.
Yeah,
because Disney now got the rights to the X-Men from 20th Century Fox, so they've been effing it up. So.
I love Fuses. I think Reva and I would make a perfect for sounding match on eHarmony. Hey, man. No, man. I personally have nothing against the actress and people, like I said in the beginning of the show, people that go after people racially and personally for a role they're playing. It's fucking sad. It's fucking sad.
It is.
And also, how do you guys feel about Disney coming out and doing what they did? Warning her about the racial fan base, because they kind of
some people
put it all up.
Some people say that was on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of agree.
And they want to keep
that was Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know why they want to keep. They say they want to keep the fans divided. I don't know why, but
that's Kathleen Kennedy doing that.
Because people keep talking about this shit, and when people talk about this shit, what are they gonna do? Some of that. Oh, let me go check the first 1 or 2 episodes and see what they're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Negative news travels faster than good news, man.
Yeah, that's true
about that.
And that's what sucks. And you know what? I don't think she's to blame personally for anything. The same way as Boyega wasn't to be blamed, or the girl that played the girl that liked her. What's the name? The ones that got basically backshadowed.
What's her name?
Rose.
Rose. Yeah, Rose Tika.
Yeah,
Rose Tika.
well, right?
Yeah.
Like she had to go complete. She closed all her social media accounts, right? At one point for all the hate she was getting. That's crazy, man.
I think that's ridiculous. If you're gonna to me, it's like if anybody's to blame are the people that write the characters, not the actors or actresses themselves, because it's not their fault for being given a character that probably wasn't appealing to anybody. It was they were just doing their job. They got paid for it, and it's not right to go and bully people for that. So,
100%. 100%. So, have you guys watched Stranger Things?
I have not yet.
You've never watched any of them?
Nope.
No.
Guys, you're missing out on an
2
amazing.
seasons.
You're missing out on an amazing show, man. And Terrence is not in the chat today. I know what he said about Stranger Things 4. He clipped it. He said that there was one scene in this show that is better than everything that we got in Phase 4 of Marvel.
What?
Except except No Way Home.
I'd believe him.
I'm telling you, this show, this season 4, the way it ties in with everything, continuity is not an issue with this show, and it's well written. Characters are well developed. You seriously, guys, if you're nostalgic for the 80s, definitely catch this freaking show because it's the best show out there right now.
Is this
in
the
my
last
opinion.
season? Is this going to be the last
Yeah.
season or one more after this?
No, there's another part. This is part season 4, part 1, and there's a part 2.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's going to finish it all off.
I
My kids have
don't
seen
know,
it. I haven't
actually.
seen it.
I
My
don't
kids
know.
has watched it. I watched 1 and 2. I haven't seen them past 2.
My youngest watched it. She watched it all. My second one started watching. I started watching with her. Then I finished it by myself 2 days ago. And my youngest started rewatching all the series again because she was completely like, "Oh my god, this is too good. I have to rewatch everything again." And now she's back on season 3. Let's see. Paul says season 4 is incredible, right? It's amazing. It's an amazing show. Like the callbacks. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but typical 80s horror movie callbacks. It's on point. On point. And that special guest, on point. On point. I'm not alone. No, you're not alone. You're never alone. We're never truly alone. I'm only up to episode 4 of season 4. Great ending. 100%. Continue watching it, Shifty, man. It's great. It's fucking. And you know what, Danny? They're like an hour and 15 minutes each episode. This season, the last season 4. So that just shows. Remember how we talk about why these shows so short and they should be a little bit longer. Man, these are a little bit longer, and you're in it. Like it doesn't feel like
What, Obi-Wan?
No, Stranger Things.
Oh, Stranger Things.
This
I
last season-
never watched that.
Oh, dude,
I know nothing about it.
Would you try and watch it?
I may watch it. Didn't really grab me a cup of tea, but I might try and watch it. See if I can get it going. But right now, I'm watching something called All Rise. Oh, I'm hooked on that.
All right, cool. Paul says the horror callbacks are insanely good, and the horror is great. Yes, it is. It is, man. It is. It gives me also, this show gave me vibes from the very beginning from Dark Angel with Jessica Alba at first.
Oh yeah, I remember that show. Shoot, that was a good show.
That show pissed me off. Not the show itself, the fact that it got so good, and I was waiting for that fucking battle, and they canceled it. I remember going to my buddy's.
Oh
yeah.
It
was him. He lent me the freaking DVD sets, right? And I remember going back to his house, like, "Okay, where's season 3?" And he goes, "There is no season 3." I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's no season 3." And he goes, "There isn't. It was canceled." I'm like, "No." I went back on the internet. I'm like, "See, no, it's freaking canceled, son of a bitch." I was so pissed, man.
They could have kept that going. I don't know why they canceled it because it was a good show.
It was James Cameron, right?
I think
If I'm
so.
not mistaken. Yeah. Boss is the horror callbacks. Was certainly great. So what else you guys got going on, man? What's going? What's? We haven't talked in a while. What's going on your end? Shit, that much. Wow.
Well, I you know, like I said
Hard
before,
times.
we had the Electronic Music Festival, our annual comeback. It was a lot of people don't know that Detroit is the home of techno music. So we have a festival with celebrates not only techno but house, hip hop, and it was great, man. Everybody came back and enjoyed themselves. My crew always does our anniversary party before the festival, and that went well. So it was a great weekend all around, man. It was, I mean, just
So a lot of people on the venues.
Oh yeah, man, it's funny. Around here, people don't like. Oh, I didn't know that was going on. It's like, what do you mean? Now, like, we get people from around the world come here. I mean, I have met people from Germany, Brazil, Japan, Brazil. They come here to Detroit. They call it Techno Christmas.
Yeah,
So
over here in
ahead.
Montreal, they have a lot of that stuff too.
Oh, do they?
Crazy,
Okay.
crazy techno parties. Yeah, and they even have one called La Balle au Blanc. It's basically they're all dressed in white. It's like a rave, but they're all
Oh,
in
no
white.
kidding.
Yeah,
One of my boys that was part of my crew was up there. I can't remember the club now. I gotta look it up. But he played with Wile E. Coyote, a guy named Wile E. Coyote up there. So
Okay.
yeah,
man.
Well, no, I had a great weekend. It was a great weekend. I overwhelmed with gratitude with my set. I performed and just fantastic.
So did you have like Shaquille O'Neal show up like in his tank top and
Nah. Shoot, they had Snoop Dogg showed up and he didn't actually he at the movement thing, and he didn't actually DJ. He just had a laptop just playing music, and everybody's like, "What is he doing?" Then he played Journey, "Don't Stop Believing," because South Detroit thing, and everybody was like, "What is he doing?"
And Austin, how are you doing? Are you almost done your tests and all that? How much you got?
Oh, I'm finished.
You're done.
Nice.
You're back home now? Or you're still in dorm?
Yeah, for right now until I got to go back in a few weeks. But I'm just enjoying the time off and going to be going to work here in a few days. So to get some money in my account. But
awesome.
Everything's going all right on my end.
Nice.
Cool. Danny, what's going on in your neck of the woods? And
gotta jump onto another stream, the rule of three. We got several facts or fictions that we're gonna discover tonight. Hopefully I can maintain my lead in that little competition. But as always, man, I enjoy talking with y'all about this, man. We look forward to talking about it next week, maybe later on in the week. But I'm pretty sure there'll be some questions on this the next show. But thank you all, man. I appreciate it as always. Guys, for letting me come on. It's good stream with y'all, Jason, Alternator Major. Y'all be safe, man.
Sir.
Man.
You too, man.
Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
Guys. And Jason, what's going on with you?
Then just working, possibly prepping for a tropical storm or maybe a hurricane in the next few days. Namor's pushing storm right off of Mexico, right toward us. So it was on the other side was a hurricane on the Pacific. It went through Mexico. Now it's like in the Yucatan, but possibly going to hit us by Friday or Saturday. So 66. They say like it's probably about 60 to 70 mile per hour winds.
So I'm telling you right now, it's all the Aztecan Neymar fault.
Namor, man, he's pushing it on us, man.
I'm telling
you, getting
you.
it ready.
Yeah.
Besides that, I was going to ask you: has anybody seen we was talking about Disney trash? That new Chip and Dale movie that came out. Has anybody seen that yet?
I saw my kids watching it. Part of it. Apparently, they were cracking up. So
10 out of 10. Greatest movie of all time. Ugly Sonic.
You see it?
That
I was going to say the Sonic. Yeah, the Sonic. Yeah, the Sonic that they redid was in there. I don't know how Disney. I don't know how they pulled that off and got the rights to that, but
there's a controversy with that because they talk about the Peter Pan thing, because back in the day, the kid that played Peter Pan was in Song of the South, and then he was voicing Peter Pan, but I forgot who somebody RKO was helping out Disney making these movies. And the guy owned it in like kids, so they got rid of the kid, and he turned out to be a heroin addict. He lost jobs and all that kind of stuff. So
they got him. He's the bad guy in there.
Yeah,
they made fun of all kind of characters, not just Disney characters. They had all kind of characters, and they just changed them a little bit. I guess it was the plot. It was that they took characters and put parts of different characters on there. So they had like you could see a SpongeBob one. They had people from South Park on there, and
I gotta watch this.
I was like, they had the character from South Park. I was like, holy God, they got a South Park.
They had Scat Cat from Paul Abdul's dance video.
Opposites track or something.
Yeah. I was sitting like, what's
hell? Up, Captain Trek?
I think it was
Captain Trek. Sorry, Captain Fandom Nerd. He changed his name. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Well, kids, they was laughing at it, but I was like, I saw that and I was like, crazy.
Okay, I gotta watch it. You guys got me.
I mean, it's interesting. There's some funny parts, but it was like, holy God. I mean, was it Jeff? Was it Rogan that did this? Seth Rogen that did this one? I can't remember. It's
Jeff Rogen's in this.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah, so yeah, they just it's weird. I was just surprised Disney got away with a lot of stuff they did, and I was looking, I was like, but
Oh, I have to
it's
do
on
something
Disney
with
Plus. At least you don't have to. Yeah.
I give the Chippendale movie a Morbius out of 10.
Well, Sonic 2 is already on Paramount Plus. You know, Sonic 2. My kids saw that the other day. I was like, damn, it's already on Paramount Plus. So, I mean, a Top Gun to be on within a month. They're Paramount's releasing their films right after they get in the theater, like 30 days now. So
I don't think they're gonna do that with Top Gun.
No, they're gonna let that ride. I think they're gonna let that ride.
Yeah. Well, if it keeps going, yeah, maybe
after what
2
they're
months.
making
Maybe by the
after
end of
5
summer.
days.
Yeah,
After
maybe by the
5
end of
days,
summer.
it's making a lot of money.
Sonic did very good, and they pushed it out on already. I was like, wow, I was surprised the Sonic even got out that quick.
Yeah, but Sonic, I think it went crazy down after the second weekend. It dropped.
Yeah.
So
guys-
my brother-in-law got me this, and I said I was gonna shout it out for him. He got me the Ravager Thanos pop.
Ooh,
As a surprise,
nice.
man, just like that. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, my brother-in-law. And saying that, guys, that concludes our hangout episode for today.
Yes,
Tune
sir.
in next weekend. Where we're gonna talk some
I got
more. Yeah, go ahead.
one question. What's the gas prices at your place now, or gas around y'all?
It's $2.10. It's $2.10
A liter, though, right? Okay,
Yeah. So we're talking.
yeah, we went up to $4.75 here today. So it just went up to $4.75. It's going to probably be $5 by next week. They're talking
Yeah, it's right. It's same here. Same here.
Yeah, so we're
$8 a gallon in California.
Something about that here too, man. We're talking about, my math is terrible. 210 times 4. $8.40 a gallon.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
That's how
Holy
much
crap.
we're paying for gas. $8.40. Water is cheaper.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, I go to the gas to the I just put $50 and that's it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I had to go to a mental. Oh, well, go ahead. Go. I'll tell you after.
Yeah, you have to go to a mental thing. What? Because I was close.
No. After you close up, I'll tell you in the thing.
Hey, I gotta
okay.
say. Hey, I gotta say.
People
Hey,
are listening. You can't just shut up now.
Oh,
You
okay.
can say, I
Well,
went to
it
a
was like I
mental.
was talking about the gas. Well, I was talking about the gas. I had to go to a mental health, for my job, mental health class, for
Sure,
if you
sure.
see people
Yeah,
with
right,
mental
for your
health.
job.
And the guy was like, "Have you had any mental health issues lately?" I said, "Yeah, I just got it done at the gas pump. Paid $50." I was like, "Yeah, I had a mental health there." Yeah. You used to only pay 20. It's like 50 now. So
Get to the pump and my wallet starts shaking.
yeah, I have a heart attack. Like heart's beating.
Oh my gosh. So guys,
Hey,
man, thank you. Go ahead, man. You guys just all right. Go ahead, talk. Say it.
real quick. Much love to Johnny. Much love to Johnny Depp. He won.
Yes, he won. But
Hell
you know
yes, he
what?
did.
Let me as much as Amber Heard fucked up and on the stand and in her stories and she fell for it. As much as that is, if there was any slight truth still to what she says that might have happened, it sucks for her and it sucks for other women as well. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
understand.
But
I understand.
the legal thing took its course, and
Mhm.
the evidence spoke for itself, and the lawyers did their job. So it is what it is. But man, did she fuck up? That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
I think that article busted her ass. He said the title of the article because they said that the jury asked the judge, should we believe the title or the article, and that probably killed it.
Mhm.
Anyways, boys, I got to bounce.
All
Thank you
righty.
so much for being here.
Peace, everybody.
Yes,
And
sir. Yes, sir.
we are gonna be here next weekend. We're gonna talk some more Star Wars stuff and whatever other hot topics come or whatever.
Miss
Every
Marvel
panelist
comes out
here.
next. Does Miss Marvel come out next week also?
I have
Or is that
no
next week?
idea.
The week after?
I don't
It's
care
coming out
for it,
like-
so I don't know.
Gonna tie it up with Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah. So I have no idea. But saying that, I'll be on Friday with my man 36 at 9 p.m. talking about, shit, crazy Canadian gun
Gas.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
'cause
taking
our
your
mass
guns
shooter-
and raising your gas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's probably why they're taking away our guns. So saying that, guys, thank you so much. And we out.